youngsters. We're all here right now. We're all here today together for a common purpose. But there's a lot more common purpose. There's a lot more common purpose in our daily lives. We're actually much more similar than we are different. Right? The things that are truly important, freedom. Right? How amazing would it be to be able to say whatever you wanted without being fined or judged or ridiculed? Right? How amazing would it be to wear clothes or not wear clothes? And just be free to do that? How amazing would it be to be able to grow whatever plants we want because we want to grow them and they benefit our life? How amazing would that be, right? Whether we want to or not, we can accept other people that want to grow plants that other people don't want to grow. That doesn't make that person a bad person. Right? We all have the right to our pursuit of happiness. We all have that right. Right? Exactly. We all have the right to our spiritual path. Right? Which means we're all here for a purpose. We all have a purpose. Every single one of us. We all have a purpose. Right? So we live in the place called Garden of Eden. And we called it that because our goal is to live the most awesome life that we can. That's our goal. That's our number one goal. Our number two goal is to share with other people that life really can be awesome. It is... Yes, feel it. This is real, this is possible, this is true. Right, we wake up every day whenever we want to. Every single day, 7 days a week, 50 weeks a year. Right, every day we wake up when we want to wake up. And we only get up because we really want to get up. Or because we're fully rested and we slept so much that we're so rested we just want to get up because that's the only thing we want to do. And when we go to sleep because we want to. Right? We grow our own food. We grow food that's so healthy. You can't buy shit like this, okay? You can't. You cannot buy stuff like this. Not only is it free, now there's a lot of hard work involved, right? But we don't pay money for it. We don't have to sit in traffic. We don't have to wear a suit. We don't have to say things we don't want to say. We don't have to be someone we don't want to be. We don't have to take orders or suggestions or demands from anybody that we disagree with. Yeah. Just for a piece of paper. Just for a piece of paper that actually has less real, true value than the paper it was printed upon. It's just a perceived value. It's just a perceived value. Trust me on this. Right, so that's our goal. Right, well, the city of Arlington really doesn't like that because they have these things called statutes and codes. Right? Statutes and codes, and what they say is your grass is too long and your wood is improperly stacked. Right? And so we reply and we say, look, you know, we understand there's statutes and codes that exist, that are real, that say that, but guess what else exists? I have the right to the pursuit of my happiness. That is a fact. That is a law, and it's actually a supreme law. These statutes and these codes, any statute, any code, any law that exists in this country becomes void ab initio, which means void from the beginning. At any point in time, if it regulates, inhibits, or violates one of our birthrights. This is a fact. This is not hearsay, this is not speculation, this is not opinion, this is a fact. If you study case law, if you've spent the thousands of hours that I have spent studying the real law, the true law, the supreme law of this land, the law of the Creator, natural law, the golden rule, which is do no harm. That's the only rule. As long as that happens, there are no problems in this entire world. Right? And here's a fact. We have proven that very easily we can grow. We can establish a food production system that provides us way more food than we can possibly eat. More than we can possibly eat. So we're feeding people for free because we've got so much food. Right? We take people off the streets. We take single mothers that are in transition. We shelter them. We feed them. We have workshops for free, and we feed those people while they're there. Right? People come and they learn how to do these things, and we feed those people too. That's how much we have. That's abundance, and it's real. Now listen to me. The people that protest, the people that are activists, you have powerful, you have brave, you have strong hearts that most people do not have. Right? This is a special thing. This is an important thing to stand up in the face of. To stand up in the face of that judgment, of that challenge, of that war. Right? It requires the braveness of that heart. And anyone that's willing to stand out and protest, right, has that brave heart. But here's the thing, is most of you do not have the proper tools. And we need the proper tools. And what we are here to do, what I and the Garden of Eden are here to do, is share new tools. New tools. New tools. And with these tools, your brave, dedicated purpose will become more efficient, more powerful, more free, more healthy than it's ever been in your entire life. When we the people begin to live, when we begin to live connected, in support of each other, right? Imagine what we could do if all of us got together every single weekend for a common purpose, something that was truly important. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. This is a fact. Now, here's the problem, is that most people spend 5 days a week working or in school. This is a problem because it's one of the worst things you can ever do with your time. Okay? Seriously, it really is. It really is. It really is. When you are drinking fresh squeezed juice, the freshest, the most richest, the most nutritional juice you can possibly drink, you're happy, you're connected, you're content, and nothing else matters. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what you have, you feel good, and so everything is great. It's sort of like, for a lot of people, when they take a hit of that ganja, and they just feel good, they're like, oh my God, I don't have anything, but right now I feel good. Right? And that's why people like it, because it takes us into this vortex. I feel good, even though I'm in a shitty-ass apartment right now, and I barely have enough to buy my microwave pizza, and my Dr. Pepper, and my pack of cigarettes. Right? That's a tough life. There's a lot of people without indispensable income. Okay? As long as, here's the thing we have to remember. Let's focus in right here. Okay, now here's the thing. Is that as long as we buy our food, from a grocery store, we are feeding everything that we dislike and disagree with in this world. That's just a fact. That's a fact. We have to face that. We have to face that. We have to face that. And every single time we buy food from a grocery store, we are feeding, we are supporting that which we know we disagree with. I've never met a single person that says to me, oh my God, you know who's so badass? Monsanto. They're the best company, they're the best organization I've ever seen. I love them so much. They're doing so much greatness for the hungry and the poor of this world. Right? I've never heard anyone say that. And yet they're one of the biggest companies in the entire world. Why? Why? Because people are paying for it. That's why. Now, the SWAT team that came onto our land, right? Our land, we own this land, free and right. We've been there for many, many years. We've built a life, a family, a sustainable life that provides for ourselves, right? We have more than enough food than we can possibly eat. We have well water, right? We've got everything that we need. We're fully self-reliant if and when we need to be, right? And there's a lot more benefits than just being ready for the collapse, right? We don't have to be scared, right? We don't have to use fear as a motivation. How about we use awesomeness as a motivation? How awesome would it be to not have to pay for food? And how awesome would it be to always have enough food, no matter what? That's an awesome thing. That's an awesome thing. So the city doesn't like what we're doing because we're not conforming, we're not complying, and we're using law to prove that we don't have to. Yeah. We proved it on record 8 months ago, and they couldn't do anything. They've been threatening us for months. For months and months and months. Code compliance, right? Your wood is not properly stacked and your grass is too tall. You're not allowed to do what you want. We proved that we could, so they couldn't do anything. Right? We proved it. So they sent a SWAT team on some bogus, a totally bogus warrant and affidavit for drug trafficking. And we proved that when they came in the morning with fully loaded assault rifles. Fully loaded. In complete and total blackness, bulletproof shields, ski masks, right? Helmets, sidearms, taser guns, the full regalia. At least 20 of these guys. They come in as though we're some hardcore cartel, right? And they're waking, naked women and children and honorable men and women out of their beds at gunpoint. No explanation, no introduction, no knock, nothing. Treated as criminals, right? Not treated as innocent until proven guilty. Treated as not only guilty, but dangerous and the worst of the worst. On a bogus, a totally bogus, and we can prove this very easily, totally bogus warrant and affidavit. Right, so we need to start learning about the law, and one of the things we need to learn about the law is that for a warrant to be valid, it must have a signed, sworn, and attested to, under penalty of perjury, affidavit from a sworn party. Right? This has to be there. If it's not there, the warrant is totally bogus. You can get it thrown out at any time. Right? So they had one, but it was by this alleged Perez. Right?
Why?
Everything in this affidavit was hearsay, conjecture, and speculation. All of it. All of it. Not a single fact. Not a single fact. Yet a judge signed off. A judge signed off. They had a valid warrant, but it was based on a completely bogus affidavit. Right, so they come in like that to try to destroy what we're doing. But see, it wasn't about the stacked wood. It wasn't about the cut grass. They created those codes just to control people. And every single time they see somebody do something new and revolutionary, they create a statute, a code, or a law to inhibit, to hinder it. Right? No, you can't have front lawn gardens. You can't have... They're starting to tax solar. They want to tax solar in Arizona right now. Right? They're going to be taxing rainfall. They're arresting people with SWAT teams for harvesting rainwater. That's happening in this country. Okay? This is very serious. So here's the thing. There is law, bona fide fact and law. I'm not talking about hearsay. I'm not talking about conjecture. I'm not talking about speculation. I'm talking about bona fide fact and law. There is case law in Supreme Court rulings to prove this, that we are born free. Here's the thing, is you're privately contracting, you're privately contracting, you're privately contracting. So there's a lot of information I have to share. Okay, there's so much information that I have to share. I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. There's a lot of information. But here's the thing, is I'm going to share it. Right? I'm going to do things that we haven't seen done. And together we're going to do things that people didn't even think were possible. Okay? This is happening. Right now it's happening. Yes, it's happening right now. This is why. This SWAT team, this is a blessing. We are grateful for this reality. I would not be here right now with you if this didn't happen. Okay? I'm only here. We're only here together because that happened. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. There's millions of people right now that are aware of this occurrence. Millions of people across the nation, even across the globe. Right? This is a primo opportunity. It's a primo opportunity to unite, to come together for common purpose. First thing is asking questions. Second thing is education. Real truth, not the stuff you get taught in school. It's taught to you in school for a reason, and that is control, period. We have to face this fact. We have to face this fact. And I've got all the information to prove it. So here's the thing, is I got to step down right now. I've already taken more time than I'm supposed to take. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please find us on Facebook, okay? Find us on Facebook, go to our website, sign up for our newsletter, please. Please, this is an opportunity. There's powerful information here. There's going to be videos, there's going to be law, there's going to be court trials, there's going to be things that happen here. This is going to be powerful stuff, and it's all for a purpose, it's all for a point. It's not just to get some money for our damages, it's not just to get some compensation. We're here to do things that are revolutionary. Thank you. Thank you. IntoTheGardenOfEden.com. IntoTheGardenOfEden.com. Find us on Facebook. Garden of Eden, Kennedale. Okay, thank you. Bless.